Good morning. How's everyone doing? How's everybody's weekend going so far? For me, it's early. I woke up at 6 by the alarm clock. Don't have nowhere to go, but just wanted to wake up early. I wanted to get into that habit, which I am still working on. Part of it is, like I said, sometimes I take a long time to fall asleep. Last night wasn't as bad as the night before. Another reason why I do it is because it's definitely getting me out of my comfort of just like that feeling of sleeping in, because it goes back to childhood and getting woken up early to go to school, and that dread of having to wake up early, going to school, and then you get a job. I was in the military and I had to wake up so early, but it made me mentally tough, right? But then not having to get up early, I can sleep in for a long time if I let myself. So now I'm having control of my own morning. Do I want to sleep in till 10, or do I want to get up at 5, 6 so I can have a productive morning on my own? So I'm finding like little ways to get out of my comfort zone and things that I'm learning new. It's getting me out of my comfort zone. I remember having sales jobs, and I've done cold calling, I've done in-person sales, selling cell phones and selling cars. I've done recruitment. That was pretty nerve-wracking. Talk about getting out of your comfort zone. Some people are just a natural at it. For me, it was really struggled. But I mean, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. But it's just like anything. Some things are just like riding a bike. Yesterday, I was at my group therapy, and one of the guys is a really big pool player. Him and his team are getting invited to go to Vegas to do a tournament. And I grew up playing pool. We had a big pool table in our basement. My dad, we grew up in Detroit, and we have basements, which really comes in handy with storage and just extra room. So to get downstairs, we had to go down one flight of stairs, maybe like 6 or 7 stairs. Then there was a landing, and then you have to go down another set of stairs. So it's like coming downstairs, there's a landing, and now you're going the opposite way, going down another 6 or 7 stairs. If that makes sense. So one day, my dad decides that he's gonna bring home a pool table, a nice pool table, like the ones that they have inside of the bars, and you pay, you put your quarters in to play pool. And he takes out the 2 set of stairs going down to the basement. He takes those out and puts it in. So there I am, 9 years old. Well, like, I want to learn, and I used to practice that. So I'm the middle child. My brother was older, and he was always doing his own thing with his friends, and then my sister was younger, so there was a big age gap. 5.5 years older my brother, and 5.5 years younger my sister. I found myself alone a lot, doing stuff I was interested in. Playing pool was one of them. And I noticed when I haven't played pool in a while, I'm very rusty, of course, like I am right now. But once I start getting into it, things become a lot easier. And it's like riding a bike. Like, you never forget, but you have to sharpen your skill. So I'm like, I should get back into playing pool, because I know that I can be pretty good. Shots that people are not comfortable with, I'll do it. There's been times like on deployments in the military where we'll have pool tournaments, and I end up doing pretty well because I'll start practicing again. I just need to get my own pool stick, because I know a lot of these pool sticks you find at the bars are all crooked. But where am I going? I am going to the grocery store to get some coffee. If you know me, I'm a very big cold coffee person. If I absolutely have to drink hot coffee, it's hard for me to drink it straight black. I need creamer, the French vanilla creamer. But if it's cold, then I can just drink it black. That's what I like to get. And I'm going to the nearest grocery store because I kept telling myself every time I leave a store or every time I leave the house that I'm going to get coffee, and I always forget. And I also need deodorant. So that's what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna go back home, work on the computer. Then we'll see what else we'll do on the Saturday. We are here. Bam. I ended up getting more than just coffee and deodorant. I got the kids some pumpkins so they can carve those out and some other snacks. That's what my Saturday is looking like, carving pumpkins with the kids. But yeah, back to my topic. What is something that you struggle with for getting out of your comfort zone? I'm not saying doing an ice bath, but really think about like pushing yourself. If you can do it early in the morning, something that you don't want to do, it'll set the tone for the rest of the day that you can do challenging things. Challenge yourself. So the rest of the day you can say, I got this. If it's always easy, we would have no growth, right? Okay, so the kids want to do the pumpkins tomorrow, so that's what we're doing. So I said, okay, I'll do something else. So this event is a fundraiser. It was $50 ticket to get in, but there's food, there's, I guess, a guy speaking about his story. He was an addict and then he was in jail for several years. So he's gonna talk about his comeback story. And so he started a charity. So this is a fundraiser for the charity. There's also gonna be live music. So we'll see what this is all about. Stay tuned.
Please join me. Yes, it's a challenge. It's a tough challenge for me, guys. I don't know. I'd rather even walk down the street, let them go 4 miles in the morning to distance. But next person up on stage is Don here. Here in this community, he's never stopped coming. I don't know because he has.
Loteria time. Well, that was a treat. We got to play bingo. The prizes were, well, Mexican bingo. We got to play Mexican bingo, which is called Loteria. And the prizes were a trip to Oaxaca, Disney tickets, and a Nintendo Switch, which, of course, neither did I win, but it was a lot of fun. Then they started playing music and you saw all those dancers there, and I got in there. Somebody handed me over, I think it was a rat. But I guess this is how they celebrate in Oaxaca. So, which is really cool. What happened tonight? I had this feeling driving here, I was gonna connect with someone. And I got food. They had pozole, salad, tamales. And I sit down and I said, is this seat taken? And he was saving 3 seats, but the one right next to him was open. I said, okay, do you mind if I sit down? So I introduced myself and he said, oh, my name's Gonzalo. And then he told me that he works in a program here. It's called Lived Experiences. So I got a clarification of what all this was. And they work with homeless people. The speaker today's name was Lalo, and he shared his success story. He is 8 years sober, so that's really cool. And what Gonzalo does is he helps out here at the center. It's here in Oceanside. He helps with the boxing program, and then they also have a solar program where kids get to come and learn how to be a technician, so they're learning a trade. What is so cool about meeting him is that he asked me what I did, what's my background, and he says, man, I really like for you to come Monday around noon. You can meet everyone here, all the leaders, and then it would be great for you to speak in front of children. Kind of give them some motivation and some inspiration, share your story. And I'm like, wow. I mean, it just kind of like gave me chills. Like, he barely knows me, but clearly he can read my energy, and just, that would be amazing. So I told him, I came here as a loner, but I saw this event on Facebook, and it was a way for me to come and be a part of a local community. So I'm so much a loner that I took pictures by myself. That's me, by myself. But it's okay. That's how I roll. But anyways, I had a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to coming back and spending time here and see what kind of other things they got going. I'm really grateful that I came and I got to meet Gonzalo. I'll keep you updated with what's going on, but thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up. Remember, you're awesome, and I'll see you tomorrow.